Fellow golfers, as a quick start to the whole process of looking at how you can improve your golf significantly and focusing on different aspects, I'm going to give you some quick pointers on 3 parts of the game. I will go into some of these in much more depth in due course, or I will refer you to clips in the links above and also in the descriptions below. In this particular clip, I'm going to give you 4 pointers on physical conditioning and preparation. So that's your pre-round, pre-game preparation. Then 3 pointers that relate to doing some of that before your round, but goes into your round on course management and strategy. And then 3 key mental tips. So let's start with the physical conditioning and practice. First and foremost, make sure you sleep well, you eat properly before the round, before the game, have good snacks during it, plenty of hydration and water. I will put a clip on some of the top tips on nutrition in the link. Secondly, warm up. Warm up of your body and mind, absolutely essential, and that includes stretches, without which you will give away shots of the first few holes because you haven't warmed up properly and you haven't done the proper stretches. So really prepare your body for the swings that you're going to have. I will put a link to some of the top 10 warm-ups that I've done. There are many other clips that I've done on it. Please look at the playlists. And some mental preparation, which I will go into in more detail in subsequent clips. So do subscribe, put those notifications on. Third, when you get to the course, practice some short putts, 10, 12 feet, and some very long putts. Those are the 2 you really need to do. Short putts, you're trying to get it into the hole or almost dropping into the hole. So you really want to be better at the shorter putts. And part of that practice is really learning the pace of the greens for that day. The longer putts, think about light putting, just dropping it in a small 1-foot circle around the hole. So if you practice those 2, you'll get a good feeling of the run of the greens and you'll feel confident we'll get there. Remember, you do more putts per round than any other shot, more than your driver. So that aspect of the game is really critical to get a feel for. Practice a lot of recovery shots. You're going to have misses, you're going to have tough shots. So deliberately put balls in the rough, first rough cut, second cut, awkward places in the bunker, rough in front of a bunker onto a green. Practice those recovery shots. The more you practice those, learn to hit them in various different ways, the more confident you'll feel when you have your misses, which you will do. So practice recovery shots. Those 4 key pre-game, pre-round conditions are critical. Good sleep, good nutrition, plenty of water and hydration. Practice, warm up your body and mind, including some key stretches before you start your round. Practice on the green, short and long putts, so that you learn the run of the greens, the pace of the greens. Pace is critical. Learn and practice lots of different types of recovery shots. That'll help you when you have your misses, and it'll give you confidence when you have your misses. 4 key pre-game, pre-round elements that are critical. 3 course management, course strategy tips that will help you significantly. Bring your handicap down, have a good round, have a good score. Map out your course that you're either playing regularly on or you're visiting well beforehand for your game and for your swing. Working back from the pin, not starting from the tee. So back from the pin, what are your shots that you tend to hit? What are the ones that you feel comfortable at? If you're really comfortable and good 100 yards and in, then from the pin go back 100 yards. Go back from there to another shot that you're good at, perhaps it's your hybrid of 180 yards, and then go back from there to the tee. If you can map out each hole and course for what suits your swing type, for your trajectory, for the clubs that you feel comfortable with, and you map that out hole by hole, and then you go prepared to play that game on the course, not what others are doing, not then suddenly say, well, I'm going to go with the driver here, even though in my mapping for my handicap I could actually take a 5-wood. Stick with your plan. Map out the course for the plan that suits you, for your swing. Forget par. Use your handicap. So if your handicap is 18 and it's a par 72 course, you can easily do bogey on every hole and you hit your handicap. And assuming you mapped your course out well and you have some luck and you stick to your good swings and the clubs that you're comfortable with, then you likely drop your handicap. Play to your handicap. Use your handicap. That's what the handicap is there for. And you'll find you'll exceed it and improve it. So forget par if you don't need to do par. Don't take on that hero shot. Don't take on that really difficult pin if you don't need to. Play to the safe part of the green. Think 2 putts. Essentially, if you think every hole I can do 2 putts, you are really going to really keep not only to your, in all likelihood, to your handicap, but you will feel very comfortable going around the course on every hole, because you're saying, well, I can, if I just focus on doing 2 putts well, at worst I'm going to get a bogey, and then a few of those will drop in, especially if I practice my short game and my putting, and therefore you're likely to do very well. So 3 quick things on course planning and management. Map out your course for a swing that suits you, for distances that suit you, hole by hole, and then stick to that plan. Secondly, use your handicap to your advantage. Thirdly, think if I can keep to doing a maximum of 2 putts on every green, I'm going to do very well. 3 quick things on the mental side. Don't think technique on the course. Have one swing thought or one trigger, one cue that just helps you stay focused. It might be just clenching your fists. It might be a little quick look at your takeaway like Justin Thomas does. It might be just you're focusing on that visualization a couple of times of your trajectory. So have one single swing thought. It could be it's a feel that you just need to pull your shoulder back. So for example, I tend to be aligned a little bit, I'm a left-hander, a little bit to the right. So I have to remind myself to almost bring my right shoulder forward a bit so that I actually square up my alignment. In my eyes I'm aligned, but sometimes my shoulder is not. So I just have one quick swing thought to give me the correct alignment for my swing. Develop a really good pre-shot routine that helps you stay concentrated, relaxed, and focused. And there are some elements, there are 6 or 7 key elements for a pre-shot routine. I'll do a dedicated clip on the pre-shot routine and come back to that. But for example, include in that some simple breathing techniques that counting your breathing to keep you calm and relaxed. It might be doing a practice swing with 2 feet together to keep your tempo and rhythm smooth. Develop a 5 or 6 elements to your pre-shot routine that covers obviously your posture, your grip, your alignment to your target, your practice swing, etc. And just keep repeating that on all your shots, and of course you'd have a similar set of pre-shot routine for your putting. And then finally, visualize your shot. So look at the target, from looking from the ball to the target, visualize where you want the ball to land. Imagine the rollout depending on the club you're using. Imagine the trajectory, focus on that. That's where I want the ball to go. And will it to that swing is to take it to that direction. Don't just swing and hope. Actually imagine the whole shot and then execute, trust your swing, relax. So 3 very quick things. Have one simple swing thought, not many. Don't think about technique on the golf course. Have a really solid, repeatable pre-shot routine. Take a lot of time practicing that. Visualize your shot and your trajectory. If you take these 10 things, you will break 90 if your handicap's over 90, you'll break 80 if your handicap's over 80, you will enjoy the game more, you will have a good round of golf. Try it. It works for me. I know it works for many others. A lot of the research out there shows that. I will cover some of these elements in more depth in subsequent clips, focusing particularly on the mental side of golf. Happy golfing. See you on the flip side. Do subscribe. Put those notifications on. Looking forward to sharing this wealth of materials and knowledge with you. And wishing you really fun rounds of golf.